So, what do you want to do this morning? I like to start with what people have in mind or what they'd like versus just my own random ass, thing that I bubble off with. So yeah, give me some feedback. What's alive in you? What's interesting to you? What worked for you? Didn't work for you? What are you interested in this morning? What would you like to do? It's your morning. I'd like to help. No? Oh, you have feedback? No?
I'm afraid to be the first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thrust forward.
Thrust forward. Go ahead, Fred.
I have a particular challenge sometimes. My confused state's the entry to Kote-gaeshi.
The entry to Kote-gaeshi?
Yeah. Sometimes I know there's a way to get enough distance if you get crammed. I'm trying to get that off center where you start to displace them backwards and then get the out. It seems to, with Raja, he's so slow in the reaction that I have to wait a long time, and of course, because I'm Hanscom, I have a hard time being that patient, waiting for the waiting for the imbalance.
It's the Taekwondo.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Taekwondo. So Taekwondo means are impatient.
Oh.
So I don't.
So you're feeling a problem in timing is what I'm hearing.
In timing and in the Kuzushi.
Okay.
Kuzushi, if anything, is circumstantial. It's not intentional. If I get it, it's great. But
All right.
it'd be nice once in a while that if I intended to get it, it was actually there,
Okay.
as opposed to accidental.
Question. Well, could you demonstrate what the problem looks like, sir?
Sure.
So we can see what you're talking about, and just go slow and easy so we can kind of get a
You
glimpse-
bad man.
a glimpse of what you're talking
You
about.
bad man.
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try it a couple of times, so everybody can get a glance at it. We're not trying to frustrate you, but just look at what's happening here.
From here,
You've done it differently already.
Yeah.
But keep going, keep going, keep going.
There's nothing wrong with that one. All right. Cool.
what happens in the very center, where I'm supposed to be transitioning the weight and keeping my hand in the center, I get disrupted backwards more often than me disrupting him backwards.
Right.
So I don't know how to fix that. He's tried. I'm exceptionally retarded in this aspect for this technique. So
Okay, no,
20 years. That's
problems
normally
that
happens.
affect you.
yeah,
That's what normally happens right there.
Do it several times. So that we know what we're looking at.
There you go. Close.
Let me feel it, sir. Yeah. Anybody else like to feel it? Before we comment on it? Yeah. Sure. Well, we're gonna lay some mojo people on you to give you some advice and see what cooks. Because I have things I think might work, but other people will probably have some ideas of what might work. And I'd like to not be the sole source. Yeah.
everybody's puking. Oh my
You know what's happening?
This is going to be.
Good.
That was
All.
it. That was it.
Little funny.
That tape was kind of sticky.
Did you get him with the stigmata, Fred?
Yes, sir, I did. That was different.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
So,
when you define it for yourself, because as much as anything, I see this as a self-perception problem of what's going on. How do you see what's happening to you when you're doing it?
You need a bike.
more often than not, about 60–80% of the time, when I'm right here, I feel like I'm too close, I get jammed. And as I'm trying to bring this disruption in, I feel like I'm not really using power. I'm pulling them in, so it's weak already, as opposed to pushing it in. Maybe I'm answering my own question. I should be pushing this.
Well, let's try that. Let's try that.
I love it whenever they come to their own answer.
Why don't you try?
They get their own answers, they say.
Why don't you
learn.
try
And then it's like, yes, you're welcome.
Try your own solution before we offer any brilliant advice, because in my mind there's a variety of ways to address what you're dealing with, and I'd like the one that's most appropriate for you to get satisfaction for what you're looking for, and this may be it for you right now.
As soon as you step out of there,
You're freaking out. Kind of.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right.
It's okay to freak out. You'll be overwhelmed. It's all right.
Okay, one thing that's happening. When you're first entering, you don't normally do this. You're sticking your hand out like that, like you used to in the battle. Yeah, keep it your center.
Good. Center.
Sorry, that time, everything was working. That looked like it was working, didn't it, guys? Until he put me in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Out.
Out, throw out. Oh, nice. Ah, don't hurt me.
Somebody else? All right, so, who'd like to offer an idea? I mean, you're getting some progress already, just with the closing issue.
Yeah, forgive me for interrupting.
No, it's fine.
It's like every time I do this, I'm back to an empty sheet of paper. It's like nothing is sticking because it's so, for me, non-repetitive. Other than the effect, I feel like pulling instead of pulling. I don't feel like I'm getting that disruption backwards.
Right.
So I see it in my mind, I just can't do what I see. So,
Yeah, please, Byron.
From my learning as much as anything else. What I'm seeing is coming in here, there's a stop, a pause, there's movement independent of the center.
yes, sir. Movement independent.
But the feet, the center is stopped. So at this point, it's all arm strength
Or hip.
coming through. So there's a pause that allows uke to recenter.
To stand up.
So I should
So the
be.
Kuzushi
don't allow the
is
pause.
wasted.
Okay.
Come here. Is that,
Momentum.
Oh, that's a good percent. I'm not gonna complain about anybody's percent.
What he's saying is, in essence also, is I don't let him stand still on his 2 feet. You know, when you break my balance.
Yes, sir.
First here. Now I want 2 feet, see? If you'll keep me moving, in other words, when you come in right here, I'm moving you.
Hallelujah.
I'm moving you all the time.
Right. So
But if
make
I'm-
the distance.
The only one moving is you when you come in here.
Yeah.
You're the only one moving, so you're on one leg right there.
Understood.
See?
Yeah.
So you're the one boss.
Understood.
Then, just off,
No.
a little bit, something else,
I'm with you. Go ahead.
because I don't believe your objective should be to throw the gun. My objective is to not get hit. So I'm just gonna go here, and you're not standing back up and hitting me. I don't care whether you fall or not,
Right.
but you ain't gonna
Understood.
go from here and lift me up and hit me. So whether he takes a fall or not, and you're trying to throw the gun with Kote-gaeshi.
Maybe as part of our paradigm, we do the one step, and we're trying,
You
I
wanna
don't
see-
do any of the movement at all, other than we just do the entry, so.
Yeah, but if you do me right here, I may just do this,
Right.
and you feel like you failed, but you haven't failed.
I understand. It was successful.
Because you're looking at,
neutralized. Yes,
the way
sir.
you think success is if I have a big airfall, free airfall, right?
Right.
I don't think that's the purpose of it at all.
Understood.
The only way you get airfall on me is because I give it to you.
Yes, sir.
Who gives you those free falls?
Understood. Thank you.
You owe me a steak dinner.
And there's a good steak dinner in town to be had. Kyle, you want to offer anything?
To me, the timing feels a little bit off. It feels like you're trying to throw me on your schedule, not my schedule.
So what am I supposed to start to feel? What do I?
Yeah, he's very early in the event.
Here, whenever you get your off balance, this happens to me all the time, Fred, so maybe you get a takeaway from this. Here's this, your torque.
Yeah.
And you push this out, and this is moving, and this is, now all of a sudden you go, boom,
Yeah.
and I'm going, okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you're pulling, it's like it has a,
Hurry up.
you're trying to hurry me up. Please hurry me up. Hurry up, fall down. And yeah, we should be like friends being able to sit out there and have tea. We want to go on my schedule. Uke is the one who sets all the timing.
That's the part of my many numb areas mentally on this is, I don't know where my spidey senses are. What are you looking at for that timing?
It's a feel deal. That's the only way I can describe it, is feel, once we make initial contact, close your eyes and feel.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in touch.
That was it.
Now that's not hurry.
That was better.
That's much better.
Yeah, please do, Amanda.
One of the things we look for in the timing is a rise and fall action, and then you match your uke's rise and fall. So you look for the rise and fall, and you match them. And that's what we did.
And the way that happens is in the feet.
Right.
Back to
I'll have
Russell.
to feel that, because
The feet don't stop.
I'm blind, I really don't know what to look for at that point.
Yeah.
So you came in late, Eric, and Jack, if you don't have to be dressed up to talk about it. I know you're talking and sucking right now, but you know. But yeah, he just was having trouble with diagnosing what's going on in his Kote-gaeshi. Do you have anything, please offer? We're open floor for everybody's suggestions, what might be helpful to you.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand it. Okay, that's a good place to start too.
What's totally evil about it is when it does work, I have no clue why. It
Yeah.
just happens. Of course,
What do you,
relax.
back to Russell again, what were you defining as work? What counts as right?
Well,
Yeah.
at some point when he's disengaged, if he's been neutralized, and sometimes it's a back fall and sometimes it's the whole deal, you know, it's the throw. But what's right for me is when I haven't been disrupted, and I get disrupted probably 70% of the time.
Right.
Is for some reason, the way I'm entering in, more energy is being imparted to me
Mm-hmm. You're pushing
as
yourself
the
back.
attemptee. Yeah, so I don't know what I gotta change, and the instruction's been, spot on. Something is not sticking.
Mhm.
Do that
So
again,
what it
Fred.
is.
I finally, you're on your outside
One
back
foot at a
heel.
time.
No,
Can I
I'm not
suggest
the ball
something?
with it.
Yeah, Jack.
Sir.
You're having a problem to figure out what you do with your second footstep.
Mhm.
Because you're breaking balance, and then the next thing you want to do is this. So you're having trouble figuring out what to do with this foot. If you step and take this step, then you get more distance. And I call it a triangle step.
Mhm.
So here, I'm going to attack you.
So you're saying, put that back foot down
Yes.
and then go forward.
And you see what happened is that gave you more distance. You don't feel like you're crunched up in here. Here.
You can take another, you can even take another step because you like to throw on your inside rather than on his outside, don't you? You like
Yeah.
inside throw. I do too. So instead of just throwing here, just take one more step and throw in this.
Yeah.
Take one extra step.
That makes sense.
And that triangle step, what you're doing is you're going to step basically away from your opponent. So what you're doing is you're in this position instead of stepping 1, 2,
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And you're just walking now.
Right.
Yes, sir, I'll try that. Did that make sense?
Yeah, it totally does.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Right.
But you gotta take those 4 steps. Don't make me waste my fall on you and you do it wrong, okay?
I'm trying not to disappoint, sir.
Count your steps. Count 'em. 1, 2, 3.
Step
4, 5,
No,
sorry.
what? Then take your other step. Yes, yes.
Yeah, don't worry about where
Just
the
walk with it.
fall is supposed to happen. You just walk, Fred.
1, 2, 3,
4.
That's it.
Hey.
That's it.
Thank you,
Kind of lifted me off the mat a little bit.
Felt too bad.